One of my followers pointed out that I had not done the scarf for Harry Potter. I have no idea how I missed that. So we're going to start on that today, and you're supposed to be using a size E hook. And you can tell that I have a size E hook here, and it is one with a really small neck. The size is 3.5 millimeters. That is exactly the same size as this hook, but the neck is a little bit wider and more open. So because I'm using yarn that's a little bit thicker, I'm going to go ahead and use the hook that corresponds with the yarn. So you can see that I can easily get my hook underneath that yarn. So we'll start by making a slip knot, and this is where it's kind of handy if you want to put your paper clip on the part that you're not crocheting with. Just kind of reminds you that that's the part that is not to be picked up. And then you're going to go ahead and insert your hook into that loop that you just made, and you're going to chain 5. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then here's where it might be a little tricky for some who are new. You're going to half double crochet. So the HDC means to half double crochet, and you're going to go in the third chain from the hook. So that's chain 1, 2, and 3. You're going to go into this chain right here. Before you do that, you're going to wrap your yarn, insert your needle, pull it back through. You have 3 loops on your hook. You're going to wrap again and pull through all 3. And that's 1 half double crochet. Then you're going to do that in the next 2 loops. So you're going to do that one more time. And then again, one more time. You can have a nice base when you do that. Then you're going to chain 2 and turn your work. So here's where we're going to change to our yellow yarn. And we're just going to bring that yarn into play by leaving a tail, which we'll tie in at the very end. And we're going to just loop it over our hook and pull it through this stitch that we've made. So the tricky part on this is that as we're working with our yellow yarn, we're going to place our burgundy yarn behind our stitches. So it's going to carry to the other side without being noticed. We never cut it off. So we're going to do half double crochets again. We skip these stitches that we used to turn, and we're going to insert into the first, making sure that we've caught our burgundy yarn in the back. And when I say catch, it just means that we're going to tie it in. So we hold that tight and we do a half double crochet. We have these 3 loops, and we're going to pull through all 3. Make sure that we have the burgundy tied into that yarn back here. And this part that we're working with is what's wrapped around our hand. So we're going to do another half double crochet in the next. And a last half double crochet. Again, remember to grab that yarn in the back. Okay, so we have 3 half double crochets. We're going to chain 2. Now we're going to exactly opposite. Our yellow yarn is going to go behind. We're going to come back here and pick up our burgundy yarn. We're going to loop it through, holding our yellow yarn in the back. We're going to do half double crochets all the way across. And since we've kept our yellow yarn on this side, we chain 2, turn, and we switch to our yellow yarn. You can see here that I didn't catch my burgundy yarn all the way across, so I need to pull these out. Try that one again. As with everything, just be patient with yourself and never forget those 2 stitches at the end. So once you've made those 2 stitches, you remember it's time to change yarn. So you want to wrap the new yarn and take a stitch. Sometimes it helps to crochet a little bit looser also than you normally would. I find that helpful sometimes. Then when you get to the last row, you'll simply cut the ends, pull through or on the red right here. Depending on how you started, you might be on the yellow, but you can count. It's pretty easy to count how many rows you have. So then we'll take off the paper clip and we'll thread a yarn needle with our colors and just go ahead and weave that in to the appropriate color, just so that the tails are hidden within your work. You can always just do it as tight as you like and then pull it off and cut it, and that tail will be hidden away. We'll repeat the process with all 4 tails.